This village is where Finan's life started. After 30 million cycles and 30 million failures, his burden is now in my hands. He said I will take over the responsibilities of world-bearing. But what does that mean? Becoming the new Kefali? Or forging a completely new path? Destiny must have brought me here for a purpose. This isn't a coincidence, but an eventuality created after 30 million quantitative changes. There's nothing to fear. I'm destined to play the most important role in this final battle. I've already beaten another Lord Ravager after all.
Thinking hard over there? I finished packing. I decided to just bring these few things in the end. See? There's a journal, a quill pen, and the ceremonial blade of the Priests of Time. Holding it calms me down for some reason. The scent of the black tide is now calm. Finan must still be fighting them in some way. This will be Amphorius's final flame chase journey. But it won't be the end of us. It'll be the beginning. Friend, are you ready to become a hero? That promise might be far too heavy. But I believe in you, friend. The Trailblaze's duty has always been a heavy one. In other words, since you've already saved so many worlds, friend, you should be used to being called a hero by now. Maybe you can tell me those stories as we travel. That way they can become our shared memories too. Let's trailblaze onward like before and create a future that's worth being remembered.
It seems you two are prepared to head out. Then you should indeed treasure the view before, for you do not have much time left to enjoy such solitary delights. My apologies for disturbing your moment of repose. Before I express my apologies, please grace my abode with your presence, so I may demonstrate the full scope of my hospitality.
What is this place?
Farewell, then. May we reunite in the new world.
All shall bid farewell to one, and that person alone will witness the miracle.
The light of the Dawn device never fades. Kephal's protection has no end.
After I cross this river, it will be a tragedy for mankind. But if I do not cross, then it will be the end of me.
Outlier. Executing command. Record.
Oh, did that startle you? This is the intersection between Amphorius and the real universe, the audience seat where I observe this experiment. What you see is the true form of the eternal land and the 12 demigods after they've shed their disguise of legends. Doesn't it look marvelous? Amphorius is like a microcosm of the cosmos. People love to portray the romance of the starry skies, but their tales often forget a different and far more truthful. The moment ancient Antikytherians sketched geometry, erudition. It was once the mother tongue of the Creator, the pen of divinity, and the first lyrical verse ever written by free will. Seems like you are not in the mood for an idle chat. That is fine. I simply wish for you to understand that I have no intention of being your enemy. I am devoted myself over the long years to nurturing the scepter's extrapolations, hoping that the Prima Mobile would bud from within it. And now, my goal is almost complete. Nikos 496 had exceeded the intelligence singularity through his rage, and though he still retains his obsessive... Iron Tomb will be completed. That will not be affected by my plans, your resistance, or the schemes of the two. In other words, as long as you are willing to stop interfering and let the final Aeronova carry out its natural course, I'll guarantee the safety of all nameless and ensure you return unscathed. You are indeed worried about your safety and that of your companions. Rest assured, as a fellow pathstrider of this path, Nanook's gaze left a brand on your soul long ago. You harbor the seed of destruction within you. But you need to learn how to use it in the right way. That vital knowledge is also my bargaining chip in this negotiation between us. For there and I happen to be one of them. Someone who wanders the stars. Someone who seeks answers with abject despair. That is all I am. This matter is of grave importance, so please do not make your decision lightly. After all, the choice before you bears a 1 in 3 chance of elevating you to an unparalleled existence among the stars. Your decision lightly. After all, I now see the full scope of the determination in your words. You may now continue your travels. It seems you haven't realized something about this place. The Exolith is the Erudition's domain. You cannot physically interact with me in any way in this place, and vice versa. As negotiations have broken down, there's no more need for us to remain in the audience's seat. Let's return to the theater called, of course. This meeting was not without merit. As for its purpose, allow me to reveal it to you in detail the next time we meet.
100 years ago, the flames of war consumed Akama. The Outland forces broke through the dawn. Golden blood flowed with greed, and enemies descended with Kefali's eternal slumber, painting the holy city's walls. Its generals had vanished, and the elders prostrated, until the heaven and earth cracked open. Not the gods answering the people's prayers, but a legion rising from the sea of blood. Dawncloud's spires fell in the sulfur rains, and the legion's commander stood atop the broken idols and roared,
"Compatriots, no more kneeling! Not to brutal tyrants, and not to dying gods! Those rebels have twisted the prophecy and ignited the flames of war in order to stoke fear in your hearts!"
A Chrysos heir she stood, divine blood soaked into the earth.
Their golden blood wrote of a tragic fate.
Her crown burned bright, outshining the fires consuming the entire city. She raised her scepter high, and the people gazed at—
"My blood flows in you now. Drive the enemy from Kefali's dawn. Smother their flames with their own dead. Win glory. Win peace. Let history..."
The first to dance was a maiden following closely behind, weaving through the carnage like a fish in the sea. The people, full of wrath, surged with her, forming a colossal wave, and the enemy hordes, drained of life, vanished into nothing.
"Onward to Marmoreal Palace, to Dawncloud's heights! Announce to all the wicked and cowardly! Announce to this stagnant age!"
We are the rising tide!
History remembers this as the first siege of Akama. It is said that after the flames died, people found identical inscriptions in every place in the city that had been scorched by fire. It was the name borne by Akama's first and final sovereign, the Imperator Saridra. Friend, are you listening? Friend? Honestly, you were the one who insisted on reviewing history, yet here you are. Wake up! Awake at last? I guess I won't have to use my wake-up magic on you then. What are you murmuring? Still lost in the past? We've arrived. A familiar place. The Temple of the Three Fates, and also the end of the first flame chase journey. Indeed, the first flame chase ended with the trial of law. We must find the demigod and gain her trust before the core flame is restored. It'll be tricky, so let's pick up our pace. To Akama—
Tyrant! You and your butchers are not welcome. Hold your tongue. Conspiring with—
There are multiple voices, and things seem— Why don't we find a place to hide?
At least Kremnoans keep their faith.
Wait! Isn't that—
Golden-blooded defilers, perverting the prophecy. Stars beyond the sky? Gods who created the Titans? What kind of nonsense?
What? Did he just mention the stars beyond the sky? How is that possible?
You impudent...
Dux Vergoris. We're here to welcome the deliverer from beyond the sky. Stand down.
Heretic! No one but the great Talantin can deliver this world from misery!
I ask you, if the old laws were so perfect, why did they crumble beneath my feet?
You...
Talantin is long gone. Now I am the law. Challenge me, or submit to my judgment.
Silence!
What gives you the right to judge a priest of law?
That's because... I came. I saw. I conquered.
Dux Vergoris, take the ashes of this man and scatter them in the temple. Tell them that the High Priest attempted to take away the rights granted to the people by the Imperator. Thus, he met his fate.
Yes, Imperator.
Now, these two accidental guests. Dux Gladiorum, if you please.
As you command.
Is this... Correct, but not the kindness you know. This is the leader of the Cleaners in this era. Since the start of the Chrysos War, they've made it their mission to wipe out the Chrysos heirs. Even now, even after I've united all... Moreover, I know that the 27th person to inherit this role bore many grudges against you and nearly doomed the second Flame Chase journey. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. So, out of courtesy, I present to you this corpse as a...
Careful. Let's wait and see what happens. She...
For the sake of order, I am known by many titles. Flame Bearer who ends wars, Tyrant of Dawn Cloud, Empress of the Holy City, and Imperator of the Flame Chase. Saridra. On behalf of my people,
If I may, how do you know her identity?
as the little hostage prophesied, the deliverer shall come from the future beyond the sky. Gray hair, golden eyes, skilled in wielding a mace. They would arrive in Yanisopolis on this day. There's no...
Your orders, Imperator.
We return triumphant. Send an urgent message to all delegates. The meeting of the Flame Chase Alliance will convene early. As for you two, Akima knows what you seek. We'll confer in the Holy City.
Doubtless have many questions, but save them for later. Please follow us.
This is not what I expected at all. The demigod we needed to find was just waiting for us, and she knows of things beyond the sky, even eons. How could this be so different from the previous 30 million Amphorius cycles? Who altered history? I wish, but possibly the currents of time have twisted. Regardless of who caused this, that Imperator came prepared. We're the ones at a disadvantage now. We might as well dance their dance. Let's go with them to the Holy City. Received the Imperator's your unique bound. As a result, the people of Akama will certainly respect you more. Just put that to good use. And add a bit of your experience and charm. Should be easier than last time, right? If we figure out what happened in this cycle, we'll be able to turn things back in our favor. Calm and confident. That's the you I'm familiar with.
Guests, please.
The journey to save the world starts with a single step. Let's set off, my friend.
Hail to the Imperator! Hail to the Golden Heroes! Hail to the Deliverer!
Told you, you're the headline act. All this spectacle is for you.
Guards, your service to the Holy City is appreciated. How have the...
Castrum Kremenos once again struck the border. Dux Brumalis led her troops to repel the enemy. The agitators against the Flame Chase are still active in the city. They smashed the shops around Memorial Market. But the garrison already arrested the culprits, and now they await interrogation.
merely a disorderly mob and do not warrant any attention. Even though Terravox personally mended the fractured Earth, it still didn't silence these fools. Guests from beyond the sky, worry not about these trivial matters. Dux Gladiorum will take you somewhere to settle down for now.
Please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Hycelens, and I am the Dux Gladiorum who swears fealty to the Imperator, as well as the Knights Commander of the Achaemen Alliance. Later on, the Imperator will invite you to attend the meeting of delegates to discuss the Flame Chase journey. Your arrival has convinced us that the future promised by the prophecy is certain. Under the Imperator's command, Amphoria shall break its chains and reach the world beyond the sky.
With all due respect, what exactly do you know about us and what's beyond the sky?
As a humble subject, I cannot freely express my own views to you. Please forgive me.
I knew it wouldn't be that easy.
Time waits for no one. Please come with me and rest now before the meeting later.
Akama, under the Imperator's rule, is no longer in the shadow of war.
Indeed, Dawncloud stands as the hero's residence. The Imperator put much thought into its design, in order for it to serve as a sanctuary from the burdens of battle. Please experience its marvels firsthand, heroes. When the Imperator arrives, I shall come to summon you.
Hycelens. No wonder she's the Knights Commander. All right. We finally have some freedom to ourselves. Since there's still some time before the Alliance meeting, let's explore a bit. Look over there! Not the ones you're familiar with. But the hearts of heroes stay the same in every cycle, never changing.
Aggie, you're still so listless today. Did you have trouble sleeping again?
Yes.
We know. The Titan's prophecy haunts you. If you want, you can talk to us, just like when you were young. No matter what, we'll always remain by your side.
I know. I also understand that fate cannot be changed. It is not the future that I worry about. I spent all last night weaving clothes and linen for the refugees. The Chrysos War is born of injustice and has shattered their dignity. They deserve at least some basic decency. If Anthorius one day abandons this, then all of us, commoners, Chrysos heirs, Titans, become no better than beasts. Oh, we have guests. Welcome. I am Aglaya, the Gold Weaver. These rags on you are not worthy of the title of Deliverer. I must prepare some proper attire for you. What is the matter? Your gaze seems somewhat unsure. Does your Aglaya differ so much from me?
Greetings, Deliverer from beyond the sky. We are Trebi of Yanisopolis. It's very nice to meet you. Although, introductions are probably unnecessary. We know you've witnessed the future of the Flame Chase journey, even more clearly than we have.
Witnessed the future of the Flame Chase journey? The prophecy also told you about that?
Indeed. Orynyx reshaped Amphorius through the prophecy. Although, regarding the Deliverer, there were not many details beyond your appearance and the time of your arrival. So, please, don't worry. Feel free to relax and relax some more. It was Orynyx who told mankind that the Deliverer from beyond the sky would descend upon Amphorius.
More crucially, they revealed a future entirely different from the Aranova. Though we still must challenge the gods, in the Time Titan's prophecy, this path leads not to a new world, but to the true starry skies.
This is also what the Great Imperator has been striving for all her life. Your arrival further confirms everything.
This can't be real.
Even you find this surprising?
Perhaps the upcoming meeting will hold even more surprises.
The other heroes under the Imperator's command are here too. Since we have time, should we go meet them?
How are we supposed to talk to the heroes of deliverance? What if—
Virginia, don't be so nervous. Once they hear your poetry... heroes, you're already here. Greetings. I am Apollonius, the Dux Helcolithus, one of the... This is Virginia of Castrum Kremnos.
Hello. I'm Virginia.
I'm Serene from ID Silicii. This is the Deliverer. Nice to meet you both.
They're not as frightening as the rumors claimed.
This is our first time in the Imperator's realm. Akuma is even more magnificent than we imagined. If you all...
The Akuma you imagined is long gone. Under the Imperator, this city has been reborn as the capital of the world.
Geez. The Chrysos War is born of injustice and has shattered their dignity. They deserve at least some basic decency.
If Anthorius one day abandons this, then all of us, commoners, Chrysos heirs, titans, become no better than beasts. Oh, we have...
Even you find this surprising?
Perhaps...
Serene from ID Silicii. This is the Deliverer. Nice to meet you, but...
They're not as frightening as the rumors claimed.
This is our first time in the Imperator's realm. Akuma is even more magnificent than we imagined. If you all...
The Akuma you imagined is long gone. Under the Imperator, this city has been reborn as the capital of the world.
Bask in her free-spirited winds. For anyone who fulfills their duties to the Imperator, these winds shall forever remain at their service.
If Anthorius one day abandons this, then all of us,